everybody and welcome to a video wherein I'm going to share you about my secrets of taking realistic and effortless notes, though which are aesthetic. So in this video, first I'm going to take my notes along with you. Also, I'll be sharing you something really amazing through which you can earn as a student. So let's just get started with the video without any further ado. So here is a little flip through of what my notes actually look like. Here I have some chemistry and physics notes. So this is just to give you a little context about what my notes taking process looks like. I'll definitely be sharing you the detailed process ahead in the video. So make sure you stay till the end. So before moving ahead, I'm going to share something really helpful and really amazing with you all. So as I told you that I have something really amazing to share with you all. So today I'm here to tell you about a way through which you can earn as a student sitting right at the comfort of your home. So this involves selling your notes and documents through a platform that is called Studypool. So if you're thinking that you need to upload some really fancy documents which are written in English, then that's not true, as you can sell anything, whether your school notes, practice quizzes, your homework, or even your study guide. The best part is that your documents can be in any language, and there is so much flexibility while using Studypool that you can do this from any part of the world. Okay, so you must be thinking that what kind of notes can be sold through this platform. So Studypool provides you with a wide range of typed or handwritten documents that can be sold. But some of the most common types of documents are exam guides, school notes, study guides, homeworks, exam papers, and more and more. And as I told you that the language can be anything: Hindi, Arabic, French, Spanish, literally anything. Also, for withdrawing your earned dollars, Studypool provides a variety of options like PayPal, Payoneer, TransferWise, or even you can use Western Union, ACH, bank deposit, and etc. etc. Also, one major concern would be that how would you upload documents of 50 pages, 100 pages, and so and so. But you know what? There's this amazing thing about this platform that you can upload a zip file and the platform will sort those documents for you. And you have to keep in mind that you can make money every time your document is sold, and it doesn't matter that how many times your document is sold or where it is sold. And that's how top contributors are making up to $5,000 a month. So let me tell you how does it work. So once you upload a document, it will be first approved by the Studypool team. Each time this document is sold, you can make up to $10, and the document processing time is anywhere between 2 to 24 hours. The best part is that it is totally a free platform to be used. So make sure that you go up to Studypool right now, sign up and create your account and start selling your documents. The link has been provided down below in the description box, so make sure that you check that out. Now let's just move ahead with the video. So let's talk about the supplies that I use for my notes taking. So as you all saw that my notes were like really basic, so the supplies that I use are gonna be basic as well, and even if they are a bit fancier, I'll definitely be telling you all some alternative that will surely work for you. So the very first and the most important thing is a good notebook. So here are the notebooks that I basically use for my notes taking. I personally prefer going with spiral notebooks as they are more handy, and these notebooks from PW definitely has a really great quality. So I as well use these practice notebooks. This as well is from PW. So there's just a little quality difference in the main notebook and this practice notebook, but overall for solving maths and sums, this works like really good. Next up, the most important thing for every single student is having a good pencil pouch. So if your pencil pouch has enough of storage space for keeping all your pens and your stationery and essentials, then that is definitely the best one. So this one basically is from Stationery Pal. I have shared a detailed video about what's in my pencil case, so you can definitely check that out. So the second most important thing after the notebook is the pens that you use for your notes taking. I personally prefer to go with gel pens because I feel that my handwriting is much better when I write with gel pens. So here I have the Pentonix blue and black gel pens. They have a pretty lean and thin body and that works well for writing your notes. Next up, a ruler is must as it is quite helpful in making all sorts of diagrams and everything. Next up, I use a mini correction tape. So you can definitely opt for a whitener, but I feel that this is much easier to use. Next up, we have here are some highlighters. So there are basically a lot of highlighters that you can choose from. I'll definitely be linking some affordable ones for you also. Go and check the description box out. Next up, one very important thing that I feel are some colorful pens. It really helps in highlighting all those important points in your notebook. And then comes all the basic things such as a pencil, eraser and a sharpener, and that's all the supplies that are required for your notes taking. So starting with the notes taking process, whenever I begin a new chapter, this is how I actually start with. So here I'm going to take my physics notes along with you. So let's just get started. First of all, the first thing that I do is putting up that lecture. So if you all watch my videos, you must be knowing that I prefer taking my notes along with the lecture so that I do not waste a lot of time. So this one inspiration of color coding my notes that I took, I stuck to it really well and it helped me out a lot. So it makes your notes look much neater and also reduces your effort till some extent. So while notes taking, one thing that you asked me putting in effort is really worth it would be the titles. So here are a few title ideas from my personal notes that you can take some inspiration from. So I'll definitely be sharing you my basic title ideas as well. But yeah, if you want some more inspiration, you can definitely go up on Pinterest and look up there. You'll be getting a lot more inspos there. So here I'll be sharing you two basic title ideas. So first of all, I'm using these Tombow brush pens. They are definitely of a great quality and even available on Amazon. So I'll be linking them. So you just have to use these brush pens and glide the name of the chapter that you are starting with, and then just add 2 strokes of highlighter and you are good to go with. The second one is my go-to title idea, wherein I just use a highlighter to write the name of the chapter, and once I'm done with that, I just use a black pen to get done with the boundaries of the words. So adding these borders makes the text look more bold and clearer. All my titles are mostly of this type, and then once I'm done with the borders, I just use a white pen to add that watery effect on it. So it's even okay if you don't do it. Also, I just add a gray shadow and it makes it look more good. So that was a pretty basic title idea that I use for every single chapter, and this is how it turns out to be at the end. So this is one thing that I put in some effort, but it takes me like less than 5 minutes to do it. Okay, so once we are done with the title, we move on with doing the lecture. I use my AirPods while doing my lecture for noise cancellation and also for less disturbance. So as I said that I do my notes along with my lecture so that I do not have to spend a lot of time doing it later. And even in my classes, I do it in the span that the teacher gives you for writing your notes. That really saves a lot of time, and once you build that habit, you'll find that it's much easier than you think. So for the notes taking process, I just go with the flow of the lecture. Whatever is being taught, whatever is being written on the board, I just jot it down in my notebook. So these are basically my elongated form of notes making, wherein I write everything that is being taught. And if you like to make precise notes, then I'll prefer you to go with making short notes rather than making these elongated notes. So you've always seen me making my notes along with the lecture no matter what in my videos. And for all of those people who take their notes from their textbook, I feel that it's a little bit difficult to find out what's important and what's not, but once you'll try getting into that habit, you'll surely be a master in taking those notes. For me, I have developed this habit of taking proper notes since class 10th. Back then, I made my science notes very properly along with the lectures, and now that I have taken science is my stream, I feel that has helped me a lot. So, as you can see that I'm using all my basic stuffs like my ruler, my pencil, and the main thing that I focus on is that my notes look neat. And here is a tip from my side that make your notes more spacious so that you can add any sort of information later as well whenever required. So here is how the first page has turned out, and as you can see I have just used a different color of pen for adding all those important information or all those new terms that I see. This will really help you once you're going through your notebook and revising, as you'll get to know that what's important and what's not. So now moving on to the second page. Also for the subtitles, what you can do is that you can use a highlighter for making it stand out against everything, or else you can just write it with bold letters, and that will also work pretty well. So here is basically a close-up of what my notes actually look like. One more thing that I do is that I use a lot of bullet points. So making use of all these bullet points really puts up the information very nicely and will also segregate all the information. Also, whenever you are writing down some important formula or something, you can just put up a box like this with a pencil, and all these small things that you do will really help you at the point that you are revising your notes. You can even use a different color of pen for writing those formulas which are important. Okay, so one more thing that you can make use of are the post-it notes or the sticky notes as you call it. These are surely very helpful in adding up all those extra informations and then stick it on either side of the notebook. So basically here an example was given related to the question, so I just mentioned it on this note, and then by using this glue tape I just did put it up at the corner. So by doing this I'll get to know that this is a little extra piece of information. Or else if you have some extra information that is taught later on, you can add up that as well. You can even go with making boxes and writing those information which are important. I personally do it a lot in physics. So here is the final look of how my notes has actually turned out. I have taken it along with you, along with doing my lecture, and I feel that it's pretty good. So the main point of me making this video was just to tell you all that without putting a lot of effort as well, you can make your notes look good in aesthetics. So that was pretty much it about this video. I'll be seeing you in the next one. Until then, bye.